Okay, what's up guys? How's it going? I am Dax. Welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk to you about New Year's. Those resolutions that you made, the promises you've told yourself, or the lies. So, will you be able to achieve your New Year's resolutions? How can you make sure you do? How do you know if you've made good ones? There's actually one big mistake that everyone makes with New Year's resolutions, but I'm going to leave that to the end of the video because there's a couple that I want to talk about before. I'm going to give you a few ways that you can make sure you achieve them and a few mistakes that you might have made which might even contribute to you not achieving those resolutions and those goals. So number one, you might have just told yourself you're going to do something. You didn't write them down. Write them down in a place that you look at and you see every single day. Let me write it down, fold it up, put it under your bed. You're never gonna look at that. I mean, like, put it on your wall, put it on a poster. If you've just said something to yourself, it's very likely that you are not going to follow through. Words are empty. You can say it, you can take it back, and it's very easy to lie to yourself. So there is no benefit of you just saying, yeah, I'm gonna do this year, I might do this. We'll see what happens. If you're serious about it, write it down. Plan out how you're going to achieve that goal. Just because you've written down, I'm going to the gym, if you go one time, you've already accomplished that goal. That's you done for the whole year. You went to the gym. But you need to give yourself a specific outcome, a specific goal that you can get to, you can finish, and the process of how you're going to get to that goal. So if you want to go to the gym, if you want to eat healthier, these are like the most common ones that you get. If you want to learn a language, how are you going to go about it? When are you going to be doing it? Are you going to the gym once a week? Are you going to the gym every other day? What time are you going to the gym? If you're going to learn a language, how are you going to learn it? Are you going to talk to people? Are you going to use an app? How often are you going to use the app? And how are you going to measure your progress? There's no point in just saying something, writing it down. You have a plan, but you need to make sure that you can follow the plan. It's easy to follow and it's easy to complete. But the biggest mistake you can make with a New Year's resolution is actually making a New Year's resolution. People want things to be symbolic. It's a new year, it's the new me, now I can do it. And that's exactly the same reason why you'll say things to yourself like, oh, it's 5:10, I want to start my work at exactly 6 o'clock. Because you want it to be symbolic. You want to be able to remember it and say, oh, I started this at this time. I'm going to start tomorrow because that is going to be symbolic of when my life changes. This is all the bullshit that you tell yourself, that I tell myself, that we tell ourselves. It is not important to make New Year's resolutions because you should be changing and improving who you are as often as possible, every day, moment to moment. Fuck, my arm's tired. Creating this false, huge event, like it's the 1st of January, it's 2018, now life begins. Once you get a few months into it, you'll forget, because then it's just March of 2018. It's not important anymore. So you're not seeing the goal as important, you're seeing the symbol of the goal. The fact that you've made it is important, because this was the day I decided. That's not what's important. What's important is the things you do along the way. Making and choosing what your goal is going to be is the least important. Achieving the goal is the second most important, but the most important thing is the process, because that's what's going to be memorable. Every single day you spent learning that language, every single hour you spent learning a new word, remembering something, being able to say something for the first time, the process of going through it, being able to do that first pull-up, being able to do that first muscle-up, whatever, that is what is memorable. Not when you made the goal. And very, very rarely do people say, I've made it. You've learned one language, I've made it. How do you know when you've made it? You can always learn more. In your native language, you can learn more words. When you're working out, you can always lift more. So how have you made it? The process, the journey, love that. Fuck, my arm hurts. Enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, and realize that if you missed out one day already in the first 10 days of January, then don't worry. Because it wasn't the 1st of January that was important. It's starting and going through that process. The time you made it isn't important. Being a part of that journey, going through that process is the most important and memorable part of any goal. So with your New Year's resolutions, if you made them, that's fine, but make sure you've planned out how you want to do it. And if you mess up, that does not mean you can mess everything else up. If you miss one day of gym, that does not mean eat pizza and cheesecake. That doesn't make any sense. That just sets you back even further. It just means that it's a blip on the path to success, and the next day you can keep going. There is nothing symbolic about starting on the 1st of January. If you ask people what they remember most about their successes, they do not remember the day they made it. It was not made on a specific day. It probably isn't even the moment they achieved it. They will say it's a part of the journey. That first time where you got to practice and you did it correctly. That first time you said the first word in the right accent. That is the part you remember, not the overall achievement. It's the journey. So you enjoy this journey. 2018 has started. If you want to make it a new year, make it a new year. But overall, make it a good year. Do not let your failures determine your success. Let the attempts determine it. Because the more you try, the closer you are to getting it correct. Anyway, that's it for this video. Before you leave, make sure you like the video and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends, family, and strangers on the street as well. In the description, you've got my social media. Like my Facebook page, add me on Snapchat, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And except for that, guys, that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one.